Hello, welcome back to the channel, folks. Here for another Saturday edition. If you're new here, welcome. Glad you're here. Stick around a while. Stick all the way around to the end. And as long as you're here, well, why don't you click that subscribe button, ring that bell, so you know when the next video pops up. Give that like button a good smash. And before you leave, drop a comment down below. And to all my regulars, welcome back. I ask that you also hit that like button, and before you leave, drop a comment down below. Time recording, because I want you guys to share this video, because we're trying to build, we're building here, we're growing. Share this video. The time of recording, we're at 155 subs. We all know what the next goal is, 200 by the time Obi-Wan drops. Getting really close, guys. Okay, so why are we here? The current state of Marvel, as Moon Knight is winding down to an end, and Miss Marvel is next in the hopper, and Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, ready to open in theaters. The current state of Marvel, Phase 4, or as some people have said, and I tend to agree, they're calling it Phase Bore, because it hasn't been hitting the mark. And just again, what Kevin Fiege did from '08 to 2019, from Iron Man to Endgame, is just some of the most amazing cinematic storytelling that we have seen. And I take nothing away from him. In 11 years to create the biggest cinematic IP of all time is nothing short of amazing. But this is not just my thought, but others out in the YouTube world and the internet world feel that they've kind of lost their way, and they're going the route of the, let's just say, politically charged activist mindset. And it's hurting them in more ways than one. And I'm not talking about the stuff going on in Disney and all the internal stuff. Unless you've been living under a rock, go check out Midnight's Edge or other channels. Check out thatparkplace.com. You'll get a lot more information on what's been going on inside Disney. But I'm going to talk about Marvel right now. And just the 3 films that have come out so far, as Doctor Strange is about to be released. It's not good. Not at all. Not good at all. If we're just looking at box office receipts, Black Widow lost $220 million. Shang-Chi lost $18 million. Eternals lost $198 million. Now, some people are like, well, how can you calculate these numbers? Okay, this is how it works. This is something I've gotten from Tom Connors and Andre at Midnight's Edge, along with Valiant Renegade and people like along those lines. The folks in the internet and pop culture who also follow they're also the money people. So you take the production budget, multiply it by 3. That's a safe bet of what the movie has to clear at the box office to break even. So if we're going with Black Widow, $200 million budget, that's easy, $600 million. From the box office, it brought in $380 million. Now, to be fair, Black Widow was also released day and date on Disney Plus for a premium at $30 per view. Oh, I got messages here. Okay, so I'll respond to that later. And so that brought in about $60 million. So in actuality, Black Widow only lost $160 million. So Disney Plus made it less of a flop than it was. Shang-Chi had $150 million, so needs to make about 450 million to break even. Brought in 432, 18 million loss. Eternals 200 million, brought in 402 million dollars, lost 198 million dollars. Now, Shang-Chi and the Eternals have the same issue that Doctor Strange has. Eternals and Shang-Chi were banned in some foreign markets. Doctor Strange has been banned in China, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and a bunch of other Arab nations. So you're already not going to get revenue coming in. It has 45 days in theaters before it gets moved to Disney Plus. These are all factors working against Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has also been pushed back to its release date now because they had to go through 6 weeks, 6 days a week of reshoots. That is going to bloat that production budget even more. So if we're looking at this around the $200 million mark, we're looking at maybe $275, $300 million. I'm just tossing out numbers right there just as a guesstimate. So we're looking at somewhere between 800 million and 900 million, maybe $1 billion, that this movie is going to have to make in 45 days to break even. This could easily be 4 flops in a row. Not good. Well, and also with Phase 4, we have the Disney Plus shows. Now, the Disney Plus shows all have a trend. All 4 shows we have seen thus far, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Hawkeye, from premiere to finale, have all lost viewers. All of them. And so the biggest for both, actually biggest premiere and the biggest drop off, is Loki. Now these numbers are according to Samba TV, which is one of the metrics that are used to gauge viewership, had Loki at the premiere episode, which was the highest, to its credit, was the highest, was seen by 2.5 million Disney Plus users, according to Samba TV. By the finale, it had dropped to 1.9 million. That means that somewhere between the premiere and 6 episodes later, 600,000 viewers dropped off. Actually, the lowest drop off was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which started off at 1.8 million, and by the finale had 1.7 million, a loss of 100,000. WandaVision started off at 1.6 million, ended at 1.4, and Hawkeye went 1.5 million and ended up at 1.3. Now, Moon Knight has started off at the same place as Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 1.8. Just going by an average, we're looking at somewhere 1.5 to 1.6. If this trend holds, we'll see, and we won't know those numbers until about 5 days after the premiere, after the finale. That's when Samba compiles their numbers. So we'll see. And if I was just going to say something to Kevin Fiege, and that would just simply be, what are you doing? What's happening? Why are you doing this? Why are you going with storylines that didn't do well in the comics, which you know didn't do well in the comics, because you're also the president of Marvel Comics? Why are you bringing out Ironheart? Why are you bringing out Lady Thor? Why are you bringing out Miss Marvel? You know these comics didn't run well, but you're gonna give us these. Why are you putting America Chavez in a mainstay film? Why was Fox purchased for $71.3 billion so you can have access to the heroes and villains of the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and you're sitting on it. Why? Clearly, there's a reason for this. It seems to me that you've forgotten that we are not just mindless drones that are just going to give you that are just going to come flocking to whatever you throw out there and slap a Marvel label on. We are paying customers. Your job is to entertain us. That's your job, Kevin. That's your job, Kevin. And it's high time you realize that again. Without us, you have nothing. But hey, those are my thoughts. I turn it back over to you guys now. What do you guys think? Tell me down below in the comment section. Again, before you leave, hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe, ring that bell, share the video, and I will see you Wednesday for sure for the finale. Whoa! Oh boy, could be a doozy, folks. But I will see you Wednesday for the finale of Moon Knight. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend, guys. Take care. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles!